This is Kees de Jong from EO Chapter Netherlands, and you're watching EOtv.
Welcome to EOtv. I'm Andrea Collins.
And I'm Randall Mauricio. This is your weekly Entrepreneurs Organization webcast.
And Randall, this week we have you covered.
That is right, Andrea, from making your operations more effective to a great tip from Jeffrey Gitomer.
Our spotlight features a member whose business has seen success by helping customers save money and the environment.
And if that's not enough, we have a few ideas to help you find better life balance in those stressful times.
A busy week indeed, but nothing to stress about. So let's get to it.
The current economy can play havoc with your supply chain. So Chicago member Will Scott, he's the CEO of inventory optimization company Ware Systems, shed some light on what you can do to strengthen your competitive advantage by improving your back-end operations. Will recommends starting by reviewing your entire supply chain, not just the individual companies within it. You're looking to eliminate complexity and redundancy while aligning your IT systems and internal processes in the most efficient manner. The next thing to do is build flexibility. Implement readily available tools that'll help improve data accuracy and reporting and gather point-of-use information to drive your replenishment strategies. Your goal is to become demand-driven rather than forecast-driven. Third, review your kitting and assembly operations. It's generally more strategic and cost-effective to perform final configuration at locations closest to your end customer. Finally, collaborate with everyone in your supply chain. Share information on inventory, demand and supply, and orient your key performance indicators to your customers. These tactics will help you build confidence with your partners and gain momentum for cost-saving initiatives that span multiple organizations, such as flexible transfers of inventory ownership. To sum up, review your entire supply chain for efficiency. Implement tools and systems that allow you to become more flexible. Locate assembly operations as close to your end customer as possible, and collaborate with everyone in your supply chain. Following these tips will reduce the cost of doing business, improve your service levels, and free up staff to add more value to the business. Good luck.
In this week's Spotlight, EO Calgary member John Macinnes shares his passion for less equaling more. John's company, Print Audit, features print management tools that result in his customers saving money and their impact on the environment. Nowadays, companies are more committed than ever to reducing their environmental impact. So this idea isn't only timely, going green can be profitable for all involved.
Globally, we have helped customers, over 500,000 desktops of customers, to reduce their costs of printing, sending a print job from your workstation to the printer, to your hands by over $100 million, and then that's been over 8 years. Also, during that time, we've reduced on a yearly basis. We stop about 90,000 trees from being cut down every year, which is the same as covering Central Park 4 times over every year, and that's growing in leaps and bounds almost exponentially every year because people are reducing more and more of that cost and print output.
We recently wrapped up our EO Latin American and Caribbean Regional Conference in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Along with learning how to negotiate against bigger competition and getting a tour of Punta Cana's resort operations, members heard about how to strike a better life balance in stressful times from Dr. Gaby Cora. Now we're bringing her to you. Here's Dr. Cora from a recent Lifetime television interview. Her topic, how to deal with stress.
How do we manage our stress? Because, you know, when you get to that point of no return, you don't even realize that there were little bitty stresses that were leading up and up and up and up to where you are. So how do you manage so that you don't go overboard?
The best way to manage them is by maximizing the 4 pillars of biological health. So eating well on a regular basis is going to be very important, and not skipping lunch and or dinner every single day. Exercising regularly. 30 minutes of regular exercise is very important, particularly for those of us who are so busy throughout the course of the day. Sleeping 8 hours at night is also of essence.
Wait a second. Back up. 8 hours. I don't know many Americans who get 6 hours of sleep at night.
And it's very important. Some people do very well on 6.5 hours, but some other people need those 8 hours to try to sleep well. and recuperate all that energy so that they can continue their daily activities the next day. And last but not least is finding some great ways to relax every single day, even a little bit. It could be listening to music, practicing some other relaxation techniques, or even through exercise.
How can living a less stressful life make you a better leader?
Well, it's very important. The leader will have stress in his or her life. It's inevitable. Stress is going to be very important, and a good leader will need to know how to manage that stress. The important thing is to know that that leader will need to run some marathons and will need to run some sprints. So that leader needs to be ready for that marathon every single day and be ready for those sprints as well.
Where can we go to find more information about you and about your book?
Oh, thank you. More information about me and the book available at www.drgabycora.com.
All right, Dr. Cora, thank you. The book is called Leading Under Pressure. Thank you for your insight.
Thank you.
In this tip of the week, author and professional speaker Jeffrey Gitomer challenges us to train our people at our clients' sites. By learning how your clients use your products and services, your people will better understand how to fulfill their needs.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Gitomer, author of the Little Red Book of Selling. Here's my tip of the week. Many people make the foolish mistake of trying to train their own people in their own environment. What are you doing that for? Get your best people to learn product knowledge by going to your customer's place of business and working there for a day or two, gratis, as a gift to your customer. Not only will you learn how your product is used, but you'll also find out their motive to buy it. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy, and your job is to go to your customer's place of business, train your people, and find out why they buy from you.
That's another edition of EOtv. Our thanks to John Macinnes and Jeffrey Gitomer.
And also thanks to Dr. Gaby Cora and Will Scott, who shared some great ideas on improving your back-end operations. And Andrea, today I'm drawing some inspiration from Jim Collins.
Okay, Jim was one of the keynote speakers at EO's Arizona University, which wrapped up over the weekend. All right, okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness, it turns out, is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline.
Nice. That should get us through to next week.
It will.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.